Welcome, Jackie, to our practice. Lo mismo.
Lo mismo.
¿Cómo se llama?
¿Cómo te llamas?
David.
David.
Alberto.
Alberto. Muchas gracias.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Jackie Robinson coming to you from Mérida, Mexico. I know it probably looks like I'm in Italy in the background somewhere, but I decided today that I wanted to come and shoot a live YouTube video. Some of my other content has been previous experience I've had, trips that I've taken, but today I wanted to come to you live and talk about what it really is like to go to the dentist here in Mérida, Mexico. So I'm Jackie Robinson, and I have been doing internet marketing, building websites, creating content for over 30 years. And I retired in March of 2020, and I decided I wanted to live abroad. So it was a 10-year plan that I worked on, and I eventually was able to come to Merida, Mexico. And so I'm creating content for people who are considering life abroad. Maybe you're retired, or maybe you're just ready to leave the United States and do something different. And so I'm here to share my experiences with you. And so if you want to keep up with me, you want to see where I'm going, and want to see what I'm doing, then I need you to hit that subscribe button and like and hit the notification button so you'll know the next time that I upload a video. And share with your friends, share with your family, share with your colleagues, share with any and everybody, because I'm just starting out with this new channel and I'm trying to get to 500. So I need you guys to help me get to 500. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. All right, let's get started. Now, why am I doing this after I retired from doing internet marketing, building websites? Although I do have one fabulous client that's been with me for a couple of years now, and they're going to remain with me, and so we appreciate them and give them a shout out without naming them. But the thing of it is if you're living in America right now, you're experiencing fires, you're experiencing snowstorms, there's a lot going on, and you're trying to depend on the current administration and the incoming administration to be there to help you. Well, pay close attention to what's going on with Social Security. Pay close attention to what's going on with Medicare, because those options are very important to you, especially if you're going to travel abroad. Why so? Because in America right now, you have an extremely high cost of living. Food is high. Eggs, $6, $7 a carton. And then there's all these food recalls because the food is bad. Gas prices, auto insurance. I sold my car. So shout out to the purchaser of my car. Auto insurance, housing, and entertainment. Anytime you want to go out and do something, it's going to cost you almost a grip just to entertain yourself or take some friends out or go out with a partner. And so, for people who are living on a fixed income and who are considering, you know what, I'm paying too much, I'm having a hard time living here, where can I go that's going to make my dollar stretch? And so, a lot of people are looking at Mexico, Mexico City, Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen, Mazatlan. I've been to Mazatlan. A lot of people are going to San Miguel Aliente. And I chose to come to Merida, Mexico. And so today's video is about dental work, because I know that some years ago I needed some dental work, and I went to the dentist there in my hometown, and I paid $1,736 for a little bridge. Then I went to Mazatlan, Mexico, and was having such a good time that I lost the little $1,736 bridge. And but fortunately, I have been watching Bill the Geek. Shout out to Bill the Geek. He has a YouTube channel, and he talked about his dentist. Her name is Dr. Kramer, right there in Mazatlan, Mexico. And I went to see her the next day after I lost my little bridge. Now, after she serviced um, my mouth, she gave me a temporary bridge to put in, and that thing only cost me $236 compared to the $1,736 I had paid in the United States. Now, let me mention this too. If you don't have medical insurance, then you're paying out of pocket for any of your dental in any of your dental treatment. If you do have a dental plan, it might only consist of $1,000 maximum. And in today's economy, there's hardly nothing you can do for $1,000. If you have Medicare, Medicare does not include dental. And so that's why it's important for you to have supplemental income when you're traveling so that you can pay for these extra things, such as dental work. And so I want to talk about the dental experience that I've had here in Mexico because people are traveling to Mexico to get their teeth done. They're coming to get stem cell rejuvenation. There's all kinds of things that are happening here in Mexico that is more cost effective. Okay, and so, what do you expect when you come to Mexico for dental care? You expect quality dental care. You expect a fair cost. You expect treatments that meet your particular goals. And so, I want to talk about the three different dentists that I experienced so far here in Merida, Mexico. All right, the first dentist I went to through a broker. Do you know what a broker is? He has a whole list of dentists that you can choose from. Well, I chose one who was not too far from my Airbnb so I could walk to his facility. All right. When I got there, and I had to walk a ways, and it was hot that day. And when I got there, I couldn't hardly find his practice. The address showed the front of the door, then that door was locked, so I had to walk around the back to get to the back of his office. And it appeared as though his practice was in the back of his house. Okay. Now, one thing that I first thing I noticed about him was that his equipment was not that clean. He did not take an intake form. He didn't have an intake form. He didn't ask me any questions. He didn't ask me what kind of medication I was on. He just proceeded to look in my mouth, um, and then just come up with a plan. Okay, so about 30 minutes, about 30 minutes, because I was cringing because I didn't really like that the fact that it wasn't as clean as I thought it to be. But after about 30 minutes, he came back and he wrote down on a little scrappy piece of paper that I needed to have four specialists, including him, to work on my mouth. Okay, so how much was that going to cost? He gave me a quote of 14,000 US dollars. 14,000. So I said, thank you very much, but I don't think that I will be continuing with your practice. First of all, $14,000 is the gringo price. And if you know what gringo means, that means American price. Okay. And so I don't know if he just looked at me and thought I was wealthy or something, but I was not about to pay him $14,000 in dental costs. Now, there's a difference between pesos and U.S. dollars, and so I was sure to ask him, was he talking about U.S. dollars or pesos? Because $14,000 in pesos is what about 700 some dollars. So I knew that wasn't the number. Okay, so that was the first thing. Then I decided to look on my Google map in my neighborhood to see if I can find a dentist. Because where I'm living in Merida, I can walk to any modern convenience that you can think of. The nail shop, the barber shop, the restaurant, the coffee shop, the 7-Eleven, the Circle K, clubs, the grocery stores, everything is in walking distance. And I love to walk. That's good exercise, especially for a senior. And so I found these two other dentists. I went to this one group, and I'll put some information at the end of this video in case you want to follow up on it. But I went to this one dentist. These two guys were fabulous. Okay, fabulous. They spent an hour and a half looking in my mouth to evaluate what they felt that I would need. And at the end of that session, it cost me 17 US dollars. That's right, 17. That was like about 340 pesos, okay? So it's about $17 for them to do that evaluation. And so I told them, I said, well, write up the plan. Let me know what the total cost would be, because I did let them know that I was going to visit another dental facility. All right. The third dental facility. Oh, and back to the second one. Those guys, their practice was, it was plain. It wasn't fancy. Didn't have a lot of TVs, and it was just really a plain dental facility. But that third one, oh, that third one was off the chain. It was modern, okay, and they had all the modern equipment. And when you laid there in the chair, they had the TV screen on the ceiling to help you relax, okay. But this particular practice, they do what's called a smile design. A smile design. So they specialize in really just redoing your whole mouth, um, to give you the smile that you had maybe when you was 20 or 30 years old and you had all good teeth, if you had good teeth at that age. But anyway, they were nice, they were young, they were thorough, they provided a quality of service, and I really appreciated what they were offering. So they sent me to an imaging facility to get a total scan of my mouth. Now that's something that I had never had done in the US, is when they scan your total mouth to see everything that's going on from the top of your nose all the way down to your chin. Okay? Because when you're talking about implants and crowns, this is something that I didn't realize that you need to have done first, and that's that scan. Okay? So they sent me to get the scan. I had the scan done. The scan cost about $100. And I sent it back to them. And because I paid the $100 for the scan, it belonged to me. And so I was able to then send that scan to the second dentist, to those boys that I really, really like. I sent the scan to them so that they can review it and adjust the price quote that they had sent me. Because they had sent me a price quote that they were going to do my mouth for about $4,500. You heard me. Crowns, implants, fill the cavities, straighten out the teeth, the whole thing for $4,500. But then after I sent them the scan, I said, now I need you to go back and check the scan and see if there's additional work that needs to be done, and if there'll be additional cost. And so the third dentist finally got back to me, and what they wanted to do is I had to pay them an additional fee of about $200 before they would even meet with me to go over the scan and discuss with me the plan. And so I thanked them. I told them that I appreciated their service, their quality service, and I knew that they were absolutely magnificent dentists, but that I was going to go with the second dentist. I'm going to go with those boys. And so I met with them today after he reviewed the scan, and he had a whole plan laid out of what he could do to fix my mouth. Okay. And it was going to cost me a little bit extra, but I don't anticipate that it's going to be any more than $1,000 more. So now we're talking about maybe $5,000 or $6,000 to get my whole mouth done. That that is the reason why people come to Mexico to go to the dentist because they can get quality service at a reasonable price. Now, what I really didn't understand is that you see a lot of YouTube videos, you see a lot of Instagram, TikTok videos that talk about how you can have your teeth done within 24 hours or you can have your smile done within days, okay? But understand, those are veneers. Those are those teeth that you place on top of your teeth to cover your bad teeth. You got to take those out, okay? And so some people really can't afford the high price of implants and crowns for dental work in America because it's expensive. You're talking about 25, 30, 35, $40,000. And that's why people come to Mexico for dental treatment. And so I just wanted to put that out there that my experience with three different dentists here in Mérida, Mexico, has led me to go with the plan for the second dental facility that I went to because they were thorough, they were kind, they were reasonable, and they spoke English. Okay, it might have been a little minimal English, but we understood each other. I understood what he said, and he understood what I said, and I felt really, really comfortable talking to him and his partner. And so that's my experience with dental care here in Mexico. So I wanted you guys to know what it's really, really like to go to the dentist here in Mexico. I'm looking forward to having my teeth done. Oh, let me mention this because this is the other thing. If you come into Mexico, I don't care where it is, Mexico City, Mazatlan, San Miguel Aliente, Mérida, and you're talking about having some serious dental work done, you need to plan for at least 6 to 8 months. If you're having some serious dental work done, 6 to 8 months, because those implants need time to fuse with your bone, to fuse with your mouth, and that doesn't happen immediately, right away. 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. And so if you're thinking of coming to Merida, then find some place to stay. There are all kinds of YouTube channels that you can listen to that will help you navigate Merida, finding housing, and and plan to stay an extended period of time if you're coming for your dental work, okay? Because it's hot. It was mucho caliente today. It was hot. It was like 88 degrees today when I walked to the dentist, but it's usually cool in the mornings and cool at night. And they keep telling me, just wait until May, just wait until June. And so I have to decide whether or not I want to stay here the entire 6 to 8 months or get started, maybe go somewhere else, and then come back to complete my treatment. That's all I have in terms of what it's like to go to the dentist here in Merida, Mexico. And so please, all right, I'm telling you, I'm traveling, I'm doing things, I'm sharing information. And so I need you to subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you can know when my next video comes out. And be sure to like and share. Help me grow to 500. Thank you and peace out.